Hey there. This is once again Angela D. Stribling, and I have my co host here as well, Mon Washington. This is again a new After Sunday, and this is on WDRB Media, the voice of the community out of Charlotte, North Carolina. We stream every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Streamer, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, and Apple Music. Also, you can catch us live every Saturday afternoon at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Angela D. Stribling channel. And another amazing guest that we have in the building is Mr. Justin Moultrie. How you doing, Justin?
I'm good. How y'all doing? Thank you for having me.
Amazing.
All right. Thank you for being available.
Yeah, you want to go ahead, Mon, and kind of talk to Mr. Moultrie and let him know who you
You
are?
want to put it on me like that? I got no problem with it. Let it rock. Okay, so tell us, who is Miss Moultrie?
Well, my name is Justin Moultrie. I'm from Charleston, South Carolina, born and raised. And right now I'm living in New York City. And I'm an artist. And yeah, pretty much. I'm married. Um, I I don't know. That's about it. I have a clothing
When you
line.
say,
Say that again.
I was going to ask you, when you say artist, what type of artist? But then you went into your clothing line. That's why I cut it.
I am a visual artist. So most of my
Okay.
artwork is done with like pen and marker and it's traditional. So I keep to the pattern paper.
Okay.
And I also
Okay.
do a little bit of digital work. I do work on sneakers, graphic design, and I also have a clothing line, Viahustle, visionary
All right.
illustrative art. Visualize what you want, illustrate is the act of doing, and the art is what you manifest from that hustle. So
Hmm.
Mm.
Nice. So, was this always your path of wanting to draw? And like, was you did you start young? Did you know that this was a gift that you had?
I did. As a kid, I was always drawing like different cartoons and like back in the day, the VHS sets had like the
Mm-hmm.
paper in it, so I used
Uh-huh.
to take it out and like draw different cartoons and stuff like that. So I always had a knack for it, and I've always said like I wanted to be an artist. I never really knew what that meant, but I was
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna do it.
Okay. 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 So is your clothing line in stores or available online, or they got to come see you?
It's available online, and you can also come and see me as well.
Okay.
All
So
right.
where
What's
can
the
they find
website?
you? Yeah.
The website is via art hustle and .com, and that's how you can find it. You can find all my artwork there and also my clothing.
Oh, young entrepreneur.
Yeah,
What you got, Ange?
he's a big deal. I met him. I don't know if it was on Instagram or some group that we were in at some point, and I was looking for some illustrations for my second book, and he and I connected. And I mean, I think this was like right when COVID was. We were just starting to shut down, and he
Mm.
and I talked on the phone for probably like 30 minutes, and he came to life with this amazing piece for my cover. The book hasn't come out yet, but it's going to be the cover because it embodied who I was as a woman of God, but also me as this soul sister. And when I tell you, and I was trying to say that I forgot to grab it, but he did an amazing job. And just seeing his artwork on Instagram and how, like, you can even see from the background some of his work, I'm just blown away. I'm just impressed with this young man. So I've kind of kept him on my radar. I see you do a lot of gallery. You have a lot of stuff in galleries, or you have like different events. Tell us about that.
So in New York, I do a lot of pop up art shows. I just had my solo art show, my first solo art show. Um,
Nice.
I had
Congrats.
I basically had all my pieces up, all my original works, my prints, my clothes, and I just rented out the space. I had some people come by for some hours
Uh huh.
and just just showed my artwork. But I do show a lot of pieces, probably like bi-weekly at different fairs and shows that go on throughout New York. And I try to go to different places too. I'm trying to make sure my artwork is seen throughout the world. So
Right.
try to show it in different states.
Exactly.
Okay. So
Exactly.
what led you to New York?
So with New York, I say it's love and hustle. So my wife was already living here, and when we got together, it was like she's not moving back to South Carolina. So I was like, let me move up there, and I moved for her and to pursue my career as an artist as well.
Okay.
Who
Okay.
who has been the most I don't want to say famous or person that you feel you've had a drunk, not besides me. But who have you come in contact? Have you
Said
come in
famous, not
contact with some
infamous.
amazing people on your journey? Because New York has a lot of different angles. You know what I mean?
That's true. I met some hip hop artists, and I've met Spike Lee before. He actually
What?
held
Okay.
my pieces. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. So who could you say were your early influences, if you have any?
I don't really have too much influences. I will say the Boondocks was a big influence because it was like we have a black cartoon that's a little bit relative to the culture that I'm used to, the hip hop culture. So
Uh-huh.
that was a big influence. And just cartoons in general, cartoons in life.
Okay. So you're like Uncle Ruckus, huh?
I don't know. I feel artists like that.
Now, does different locations give you more inspiration? Like, so, because you was in South Carolina, and I know you were in North Carolina at one point, and then New York. Like, do you see art in all genres of localities?
I do. So I feel like my artwork embodies like the hip hop culture
Mm-hmm.
and also a little bit of nostalgia.
Yeah.
So it'll be like maybe some hip hop artists, but it might be also like I have back here like some kids playing basketball in like some dirt. Like that's where I came up from. We were playing basketball in the
Right,
dirt
right.
backyard. But that's also like relative in a way and nostalgic to back in the day. Well,
Yeah.
back the kids who used to play outside, you know?
Right, 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 right. Because
Mm.
that is nostalgic because they're not outside anymore. You know what I mean?
So just kind of having that crossing that line between hip hop and nostalgia because I feel like our culture is hip hop culture. Our style, our music, just everything.
Cool, cool. Well, I'm excited
Ooh.
for what do you have any plans on what after the closing line that you think you want to take it? And is the closing line the Via Hustle, is that just a design? Do you do any artwork on it or is just your logo?
So it's logos and it's also going to be my actual designs as well,
Okay,
like my
cool.
artwork and whatnot too. Because I
Okay.
wanted to bring my artwork into my clothes, so it's more so like
Mm.
a creative wear, like a creative wear for like hustlers, for people who are just doing everyday things. Because whether you're trying to be an artist or play basketball or be a musician or even be an accountant, like you're trying to get to your hustle and creatively you're trying to find a way to that goal. Working at 9 to 5,
Via
uh,
Hustle.
like anything.
Yeah, because whatever you have to do, it takes hustle to get there.
Exactly.
That's kind of a nice
So
little. That's a nice little brand, don't you think so, Mon? Like I understand, I
Oh,
get
I
that.
like it. I like it.
Mm,
I get it. I get it. Especially merging your own designs with fashion wear. It'd be interesting to see what you've conceptualized being on somebody's back or on their feet. So
exactly.
that's why I was like, what? Okay.
I got some cool stuff. And also I do so much commission work. So people give me all these different ideas that I conceptualize and commission out for people.
cool,
That's what's up. Get
cool.
that money, man. Stack your chips.
Of course.
So
Art,
if someone was looking to have some artwork done, is it the same kind of contact that they can find you on, or
yes, they could email me via hustle14 at Gmail, or you could contact me through social media like Instagram with jjm.art93, or even through my website. I'll get back to you some way, somehow.
okay? And is there
Okay.
any other interesting things you want to tell us? We got a good probably 10 minutes if you want to talk of some other stuff. What else are you having planning in the works that you want to because this is what
Get
this show
into
does. It
divulge.
promotes get it out here to let the people know what it is that you do, what you're planning to do. Do you have any events coming up soon that people want to you would think people would be interested in?
I do. I have a couple events coming up. On March 31st, I have an event called Pancakes of Booze. It's a group art show basically inside of a bar, and they have
Okay.
pancakes. And there's a lot of artists that congregate together, and it's a big event.
Okay.
Nothing
And
like pancakes and whiskey.
Yeah, we're trying with that concept. Well,
I'm
I
with it. Pancakes and whiskey, brother. Let's
trying
go.
to figure, like, I can see if you mix some liquor in with the syrup and then heated it, maybe it would taste too bad. I'm just trying to figure it out.
No chicken, just pancakes and booze.
booze, I usually just stick to the pancakes. I'm over there working, but
Yeah, exactly. And where is that location? Where is that going to be held?
that's gonna be inside Bushwick, Brooklyn, New York,
Okay.
at a
Mm.
bar called Mika,
Okay.
Mika. It's going to be on Thursday. That's going to be a Thursday at 7 p.m. and it ends
Okay.
at 1 a.m.
Okay, cool.
Man, I gotta come to New York 2 days.
That's what I was telling him before you connected. That's like, you're back in New York. Oh, you got to let me know what's happening because New York is not far from where I am. I'd love to come to New York and see some of your artwork and just be in the genre and the atmosphere of that.
Mm-hmm.
Like the
I'm in the
ambiance
bottle. I
of
mean
it.
the pancakes. Yeah.
Definitely try. Sometimes I go to Philly. They have some really good vegan food over there. So,
Really?
yes, I've done a couple of shows in Philly.
Okay,
So
cool. Cool, cool,
I'm trying to
cool.
Well, it's
travel,
only
be
across the bridge.
everywhere.
Literally, yeah. And yeah, you want to get out and get more exposure because where do you see yourself in about 5, 10 years?
I don't know, because honestly, things move so quickly that 5, 10 years could just be 1 year.
True story.
Amen. Amen on that.
So
Yes, sir.
honestly, I'm just trying to have my artwork in many different places and outlets for people to get it. Have my clothes in
Hmm.
stores, hopefully, and I just want to be a known artist, basically.
Good, 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 good. And you didn't go to school for this. This is just your natural gift.
Yes, I took art classes in school, but I didn't go to art college or none of that.
Yeah. People need to just see what you put out there, even on Instagram. It just blows my mind. I'm impressed with the gift that has been given you because I can't put two pieces. Your gifts are your gifts, and I love when I
Amen.
see others' gifts who are just totally transformative. And that's what when I seen what you did for me, I was just blown away how you embodied just in our little exchange what you created. And it's just I'm proud of you, and I'm glad that we connected, and I'm glad that I could, share you with my small little part of the world. You know what I mean? And if anything I can do, definitely just reach out, and I'll be in touch with you. Mon, you got anything for Mr. Moultrie?
Man, right now my head is swirling around with so many different ideas, and it's like I can only draw stick people. I just put it out there like that. Now, if it comes to
Literally,
nature, I can get a little more detail, but people, it's stick people. So I'm
Hey,
just impressed with what you're doing.
yeah, and keep
nothing's wrong
up.
with that. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate appreciate it. And I appreciate y'all for bringing me on this show and let me, let people see the artist behind the art.
Exactly,
For
because you
sure, for
you are
sure.
definitely, you know, without you, then you bring that to life. You bring people's visions to life, and that's humbling.
Thank you. And that's all I'm really trying to do. I'm just trying to make you see the same image that you see inside your head.
Yes, and he brings it like just like that. That's amazing. That's amazing. So, anything else you want to go, or if you want us to let you go, it's okay.
Um, I don't have anything else, but if y'all have more questions, I'm down to answer.
Okay. So, what else you like to do in your spare time, if you have any?
Um, watch TV. I watch TV. I skate a little bit. Not
Skateboarding or
that much.
regular skates?
What'd you
You
say?
you a skateboarder,
Oh, no, no, no,
Or
no.
roller skate.
roller skate?
Roller roller skates. Old
Okay.
school with it.
Now,
Yeah.
are you traditional roller skate or you inline?
You know, I like inline skating because it's a little bit more comfortable on my feet. I've just started doing the quads, trying to do the little
Mm-hmm.
dancing thing. It's not really working out that
Mm-hmm.
well, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm still working on it.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
No kids
We'll see
yet?
you on Roll Bounce Part 2.
Little Bow Wow.
Do you have any kids yet or no?
No kids yet. No kids yet. Just have a
All
cat.
right. Me too. What's your cat's name?
Her name is Tupac.
No, I laugh because boy's my son's cat. He brought her home from Baltimore. He was living up here. So he brought her back home. But guess what her name is? Keisha
Three
Lachey
top.
Lance Bottoms.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a name.
Wow.
What color is she?
She's a calico cat.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
Okay.
Really?
Okay.
How about
Yeah,
you?
I'm a cat. I'm a cat person. I'm a cat person. I love them. They're very.
Sorry, y'all. I'm a dog person.
Are you?
Strictly on the dogs. Absolutely.
They're
I feel,
so smart.
you know, this was my first cat, so I was the
Me
same way
too.
until I got.
Me too. I literally have never been around a cat before in my whole life because I just,
Mm-hmm.
everybody says, "Oh, I hate cats." It's the best
Yeah,
experience I've ever had in my life. If I had a kid and a cat before I had kids, I probably
Probably will have kids.
because they give you everything you need. You know what I mean? Like I'm
true.
surprised she hasn't just jumped in and settled my life right now because she does stuff like that, just like a kid. So yeah,
That's hilarious.
Mm, mm, mm.
yeah.
So I do have a question for you. Just at what age did you definitely discover your love for art or your passion for art or drawing?
At what age? I'm not
Mm-hmm.
exactly sure, but I know it had to be sometime in middle school because I would draw pictures, I would rip them out, put them inside screen protectors, and carry that big book around school and show people. So and I would draw people's names back then. So I think I was kind of passionate back in the day in like middle school.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Have there
So
See,
been
the
any
reason why I asked is
challenges? Like, had there been any challenges to know this was like was going to be your purpose in life that you ever think like, I don't know if I'm going to continue to do this?
uh, I've always wanted to do it, but I must say it's
Mhm.
always been a challenge because you got that stipulation of the broke artist. You got just trying to find
mm,
ways to trying to make money from art because no one really tells you. It's not like it's something
hmm
like music or like sports
Right,
or something like that where you kind of have an idea of how you could get some type of stream of income.
right, right,
So
right.
it's been the whole thing's been a learning journey because now at least with podcasting and social media, at least we have a lens on how to get money with different ways, and just
hmm
seeing art on many different things like stickers, bumper cars, just like
Right.
advertisements. like that's art. So it's like, how do I get my art where people could see it, like in a Google ad or iPhone ad or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
Or because back in the day, I think I would just wanted to be in a comic strip in a Sunday paper because I used to read those.
Right.
Kid, I was like, I want to be just like that, have my comic strip. But I think growing older, TV and animation and
Hmm.
just
Hmm.
comic books and just so many different ways to have art.
Now. Yeah.
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 So I'm still on that journey learning.
Good, good,
Okay.
good,
Okay.
good. And it's no
Okay.
longer, like you said, just one genre. It's not just throwing art in a comic book and it's art. I mean, art's on t-shirts now. You know what I mean? It's in
Hmm.
tattooing if you're that type of artist. It's just so many other ways that people can catch that glimpse of an artist and know, wow, that person's gifted, you know? So
Exactly. And it's
good
something
deal.
unique that people can have too, you know?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So yeah. And I guess
Well,
for the
hey,
last
Into
um
go
shout
ahead.
out to my wife. She's gonna be having
Yeah.
some vegan baked goods coming soon at farmers markets in New York.
Okay.
So look out for Bunny's Vegan Bakery.
Okay, cool.
okay. Okay.
You better shout
Okay.
that family out.
Boy, what?
Gotta make sure I get
Yes,
my wife
sir.
too.
Yes, you gotta make sure. Yeah, yeah. And have you ever interviewed on any other platforms before?
I have,
Okay,
but
cool.
yeah, I
And I
have, but
think
not.
that's important. That's another way to get exposure for people to really
Hmm.
know what it is that you do. You know what I mean? And
Watch
that's why
out.
I'm grateful I was able to experience your talent before you got famous. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? I see it. I definitely see it. And so with that, again, this is Angela D. Stribling. And who's that down there? Is that Mon Washington?
This is Mom Washington saying, beloveds, I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yes, and again, Justin Moultrie, JJM Art, and again, you can share it. You can find him on all social media platforms, and he gave you his handle. So if you have any questions, you can also contact me, and we can connect you with him as well. That's Angela Stribling 2@gmail.com or 412-390-5654. And again, this is a new After Sunday on WDRB Media, the voice of the community, giving you double the information and inspiration. And as always, I say, take care, stay blessed, and remember, pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. See you next week. Bye.